The dense fog only lifted an hour before kick-off, and it will certainly be wet and greasy on top of that pitch. But thanks to the underground heating, we do have the prospects of an exciting semi-final. Most of the crowd are huddled beneath the grandstand to avoid the elements. It's pouring with rain, but I think there are enough personalities in these two sides to warm them up. And Halifax, well, they field a full-strength team that beat St Helens in the third round, and it was that pack of forwards that did the trick. They caused the upset. The front row, Bella, Whitehouse and Nella with their driving runs and ferocious tackling. And behind those two half-backs, Ryan and Hagan, 15 tries to their credit, there'll be a problem to Hull Kingston Rovers. But Hull Kingston Rovers, they too have a strong pack. That back three, Burton and Kelly, to provide all the running. An Australian loose forward, Gavin Miller, at 13. He'll provide the ball skills. And behind, I think I'm looking for George Fairburn, in top form this season. He'll be coming into the three-quarter line at every opportunity. Referee Jerry Kershaw, schoolmaster from Easingwold, just allowing that little mascot for Hull Kingston Rovers to get off the pitch. He'll be looking forward to this game as much as anybody. First semi-final in this John Player Trophy, and what a game in prospect. Halifax in blue and white hoops on the right of our screen already caused the upset of the game so far, defeating the favourites St Helens last week in the third round. Now face Hull Kingston Rovers in those red shirts and blue bands, with George Fairburn to kick off, the current favourites in the semi-finals. Fairburn kicking deep to force Halifax back on the line. And already I think we can see, Ali, that those two packs of forwards are going at each other.
Well, it really should be a very interesting game today, Ray, because I think it's going to depend on the tactical kicking. There's going to be some ferocious tackling, and as we've just started now, that's where the Christmas is over, and there's not a lot of Christmas spirit left.
Well, that was Mark Broadhurst, number 8 there. That was ferocious punching rather than ferocious tackling, but rightly penalised by referee Kershaw. Not a very good kick to touch by Malcolm Agar, but I think that ball would be wet and greasy. It would be difficult for him to control it. Halifax bringing the ball away. The forwards will be just glad to get a touch of the ball in these wet, drizzly conditions. Steve Bond just edging his way over that 10-yard mark. Oh, good run here from Nella. This was a forward that impressed me last week, this number 10, Keith Nella. Very strong lad from Bally's Club in Brisbane. But no, touch judge on already. Spotted an offence. Looks to be David Watkinson. And it is. It's a penalty. Number 9, David Watkinson again. A foul tackle adjudged. And we can say, I think, already, Alec, Hull Kingston Rovers lost 50 yards there on 2 infringements.
Yes, a little bit of bad discipline, Ray, because Cup ties are won and lost through discipline, and obviously Halifax are going to try worry them and hustle and bustle them, and they're a very, very competent side.
Hagan, good tackle there from Burton. This number 13, Paul Langmack, only 19 years of age, from Sydney, Australia. Good footballer. Oh, well gathered by Harkin. Ooh. Yes, Paul Harkin, he's upset, and rightly so. I think more Paul Langmack was upset at the tackle made on him in the opening minutes. But we've certainly got a fiery match on our hands. And it's nice to see referee Kershaw on the spot, right in between these two packs of forwards. They'll settle down, they'll quieten down. George Fairburn, of course, will be very keen to get Hull Kingston Rovers into this final. Never won this trophy. Scrum down again. Just look at the expressions on those two packs. They want action. Having trouble, I think. No, feeding, yes. Yes, referee Kershaw on the spot. Paul Harkin trying to put the ball in his own second row. A differential penalty, of course. All penalties at the scrum, bar foul play, must be differentials. Can't go for goal. But at least Malcolm Agar, the number 5, takes Halifax right to the line. Bella looking for a quick tap penalty. Joanno, 5 yards now from this Hulkinson Rovers line. Keith Neller. Halifax once again using these front row forwards. Neller, Whitehouse, Bella. To Hagan, to Ryan. Oh, nice chip no. Oh, good move from Chrome. And he's got it away, yes! Oh, magnificent tackle. David Laws looked to be away, but who came across? Ron Ryan. Magnificent cover tackle. He gave the penalty away for holding the man down on the play, but I don't think he'll be bothered about that.
Well, here we have again, old Kingston here taking a little bit of a chance here, but just watch Ron Ryan, the lad coming across. Absolutely copybook tackle, but as he's getting up, he holds the man down, and that's what the penalty's for, holding the man down.
To Bella. Ooh. There's 16 stone meeting 16 stone here. Keith Neller, another 16 stone. Oh, good ball there. And Halifax playing some delightful rugby here amongst the forwards. Chris Anderson. The player coach, he's got 2 men with him, he's still going for that corner. Oh, magnificent run for that. Oh, the beautiful pass. And Langmack's in. Oh, yes. A tremendous try for Paul Langmack. And that try came from the good work of Chris Anderson. It showed the virtue of keeping going. He beat 1 man, he beat 2 men, 3 men. And that superb overhead pass, that was the difference. There's no wind out, but with that left foot he'll be hoping to loft it around that right post. It's a high one. Oh, and it's a beauty. Oh yes, those flags go up. And the grin's back on Malcolm Agar's face. 6 points to 0 for Halifax.
Determination, this is a captain leading by example. If ever the fella should be tackled here, it's Chris Anderson, but his determination written all over his face. Just look at that, knocks him off, and what a pass, and what a ball. And who's there? Paul Langmack. And he's very, very pleased with that one, I can tell you.
Paul Langmack then bringing the ball away now from defence. But Halifax really playing good rugby. Oh, beautiful pass round the man. Back to Ryan, he just couldn't take it. But referee Kershaw playing a very good advantage law. Paul Harkin eagerly snapped it up to Ferber. Gary Frome. Good strong run from this ex-Auckland loose forward, now playing in the centre. Andy Kelly. Good clash amongst these backs. Harkin. Oh, good ball to Smith. He's got space here. Has he got the legs? Yes, he gets it out to Robinson. To Clark. But no, good cover. And look at that half-back again, number 7, Michael Hagan. Time and time again, we keep seeing the ball go to the wings against this Halifax side. And numbers 6 and 7, Ryan and Hagan, they're always across there to tackle the wingmen. What a penalty. I think for lying on, was it, Alec?
Well, it was lying on, Ray, but they caused one sensation last week, Ray, by beating St Helens Halifax, and they're going about it today as if they mean to cause another one, because this was a feature of the game last week. Absolutely ferocious tackling and playing for each other.
Rovers then on the attack. Oh, a good slip move to Fairburn. He's got space. Robinson. Good tackle from Tony Anderson, the Halifax number 4, but 2 yards now from the Halifax line. 18 minutes gone. Rovers looking to get back on level terms still. 6 points to 0 to Halifax. Oh, good play, Gary Miller. He's got space. He's got Smith with him. Oh, a magnificent tackle from Mario Turcioni. Only had 5 games this season, but that was a try-saving tackle. And that's a try-saving knock-on by Mark Broadhurst. Halifax defence really at full stretch. He gets up very slowly, allows his players to settle, and Martin Bella taking the ball to the blind side from the acting half-back position, slowing the game down. But what a game we've got on our hands here. I certainly think we're seeing better quality rugby than the conditions warrant. It looks to be a knock in the mouth. I shouldn't think you'd have any sense in those gums on a day like this. And again, Whitehouse slowing the game down, taking it to the blind side, allowing his team, his pack, to reform. This chap Keith Neller certainly runs well, Alec.
Well, it's very, very impressive indeed, Halifax, Ray. I mean, one of the features of the game last week was the way they play together for each other. They tackle together, they play for each other, and they look a very good side because they're coming on in leaps and bounds.
Rovers still on the attack, of course. Hull Kingston Rovers, 3 times been in the semi-finalists, once the runners-up in this trophy, never won it. 20 minutes gone, Halifax still with that 6 points to nil advantage. Martin Bella. Halifax, I think, will put pressure on this Rovers line, using their forwards. They do. Edging closer, Bob Arnold looking to the blind side. 10 minutes to half-time, 6-0 to Halifax. To Ryan. Back to Bella. Well, this Rovers defence, very sound, very sure. Rovers second in Division 1 at the moment. Very fine side, currently now the favourites to take this trophy. Ryan to Hagan. Oh, good little chip through. He's got Langmack going for it. Oh, well, no. Referee Jerry Kershaw, smack on the spot. And just look at David Watkinson get up with that ball. Mr. Calmness himself. Going to drop out to Hull Kingston Rovers. And a let-off. Burbourne will be looking to put this ball deep. But straight to Hagan. No way through.
This is the period, Ray, now Halifax are smelling a little bit of blood. About 5 or 6 minutes before half-time. They know that Hull Kingston want to get back to the other end of the field. They want another quick score, Halifax, and that'll put them in the driving seat, but they're playing very, very well indeed.
Certainly putting pressure on with these big forwards, numbers 8 and 10, Bella and Neller. Then using the half-backs, Ryan and Hagan behind, to set the movement going. Here they are again, these two. Oh, good ball. Churchione. Still going, this lad. Oh, good tackle from Gary Prome there. Full centre, number 4, spotting the danger. Out to Hagan. This is the man who's making things tick for Halifax. Just couldn't get the ball away now. 6th tackle coming up. Langmack. Hagan again. To Ryan. Well, it looked to knock on. I think referee Kershaw was unsighted, but that won't bother David Watkinson. And at the moment, there's just no way through for Hull Kingston Rovers. Smith. Oh, good crunching tackle there from Ryan. To Broadhurst. Robinson. And there they are again. 1, 2, 3, blue and white hoops. Wherever there's a red man with the ball in possession, Halifax are there tackling. And I really do think Hull Kingston have got to move this ball to the wings.
Well, I know we keep saying about this tackling, but it is absolutely tremendous tackling. They're absolutely taking Hull Kingston right off the game. Every time there's a man with the ball, there's 3 or 4 blue and white shirts around him, and they're absolutely turning into them like terriers.
Michael Burnley Halifax right wing, hardly touched the ball, getting a welcome touch there. Anderson. Oh, he lost it. And a forward pass. Scrum down. Halifax, of course, although they have Australians in that pack, have a great tradition of forward play. Players like Jack Wilkinson, Ken Trade, Albert Fernley. They were as hard as they come. Oh, and a good drive. Very good push from Wilkinson Rovers there. Harkin. Chris Burton driving in. Rovers now making a bid to get back on level terms before the half-time whistle. Andy Kelly, this big number 12, had a spell with the Illawarra Steelers in Australia this summer. To Miller. Oh, good ball to Burton. But there's seemingly no way through this defence. Miller, up and under, it's about the only thing he could do, I think. Oh, well taken by Churchione. Well judged. Good youngster, this lad, ex-Halifax Colts player. Halifax, Michael Hagan, only 5 minutes to go to half-time. He'll be keen enough to hang on to that lead of 6 points to 0. Oh, good ball from Nella, but he's lost it! Oh, an accident! Oh! Well, referee Jerry Kershaw has given a knock-on. I think many in the crowd thought there was advantage play, but I think he had judged that Gary Prome, the Rovers centre, knocked on as he was picking it up. And a penalty. Get back, he says.
Well, this is what the decision was for. Did it touch an Halifax player? Did Gary Prum knock it down? And I think it's 6 or 1.5 dozen other, but he's been very unlucky to be pulled back.
Hagan.
I think looking at Halifax now, Ray, they realise if they get a score in the dying seconds of this half, you know, they'll be very, very happy. And it'll be very interesting at half-time to hear what Roger Millwood's got to say to this whole Kingston side, because really they don't know what to do.
Keith Nella. This Halifax pack moving the ball well, but it's these two half-backs, Hagan and Ryan, doing the damage for me. These are the two lads behind the pack, sending the forwards through. 40 minutes gone, we're in injury time now, another good up and under. Oh, again, well taken by Fairbairn. He'll pluck those out of the sky all day, I think, George Fairbairn. But there's a desperate look about this whole Kingston Rovers side. Again, they were reinstated as the potential favourites, but a lot of people have underestimated this Halifax side. Oh, and a good run from Ema. Oh, but they put him down. And it's that man Ryan again, covering behind, acting as the sweeper. Harkin, he's got space. Oh, good pass, yes. But he's lost it. And Bella gratefully drops on that. He knows as long as he lies on that ball, they can't score. Jerry Kershaw helping him up. But there's the half-time hooter, and just that lone try in the 15th minute from Paul Langnack, and that excellent goal from Malcolm Agar. 6-0 to Halifax. Rovers have got to pick this man Ryan, this number 6 up. His creative play impresses me. He works well with the back three forwards on attack, and then he's there as the sweeper in defence. They've certainly got to get a grip of him in this second half. Bringing it away over the 25-yard line. Rovers forwards having taken a battering in that first half from this Halifax pack. they'll be looking to give something back. But Halifax must be favourites, sorry.
Well, obviously, Ray, the way they're playing, you can't take this away from them. And if we have a second half as good as the first half, we're really going to have a cracking game, because there's been some brilliant rugby, there's been some tremendous tackling, and really, Halifax have not come to this game as underdogs. They look as though they're the favourites, and they're absolutely taking Hull Kingston apart.
First scrum of the half. Halifax putting the weight on, an excellent push to Hagan. Churchioni in the line. I think Michael Hagan delayed a yard there at number 7. If he'd given the ball straight away, I think the Halifax line could have been launched, but he knows what he's doing. Halifax already beaten 3 very good sides, Warrington, Castleford and St Helens in the earlier rounds. No mean feat that. Arnold, another Australian, this man from the Valleys Club in Brisbane. Hagan, attempted drop. No. Well, it was worth an attempted drop there, because that extra 1 point, taking it from 6 to 7, would have meant that Rovers would have to score twice.
And this is very good thinking by Halifax. They realise 6 points, and a drop goal here will mean Hull Kingston have to score twice. Quick thinking, slung back to Hagan, and it's not far away, this is not.
Ballon on the attack now. Hagan. Oh, good tackle from Mike Smith. And really, when we think of the conditions, fog lurking around here at Headingley, drizzle and rain, these two sides are making light of the elements. Oh, Nigel Whitehouse. To Ryan. Well, just look how he brings Anderson on the ball. He's going with the line. Is he in? Oh, tremendous tackle from George Fairburn. That was a try-serving tackle if ever there was one. And a penalty. Well, George Fairburn looks bemused. He looks mystified. But referee Kershaw says that the tackler was tugging at the man's feet. And he doesn't look amused, does George? But this should be a certain 2 points for Malcolm Agar. I think the Halifax player, Chris Anderson, wanted to get up quickly to play the ball, and he wasn't allowed. And he'll be making sure, because these goal kicks, by the end of the day, they'll be the vital factor. He's already kicked 56 goals to his credit this season. This is probably one that he'd swap half a dozen of those for. Well, he's no need. It's there. Touch judge Mr. Cooper's flag signifies 8 points to 0 for Halifax now.
Well, this is it. Chris Anderson again, you know, Halifax here they are, just moving the ball again, leading like a captain. Look at this for a tackle from George Fairburn. Now the penalty's for holding him down. I think he's a little shade unlucky here, and I think he's been very unlucky, because to me it looks a perfectly good tackle, but now he's got a penalty, I'll never know.
Nevertheless, quick kick off. Caught Halifax napping, and a drop out under the posts. So Rovers skipper there, number 1, George Fairburn, got a lot of work on to rally his side. 8 points to 0 down. The touch judge John already. He spotted something. I think he's judging Fairburn, kicking out in the tackle. Yes, he is. And a penalty.
Well, I think this is the right decision. Just watch his feet, and this is dangerous play. And if it had just been another foot higher, he could have took his head off. That decision was exactly right.
So Malcolm Agar then again. Kick to touch. Referee Jerry Kershaw not exactly endearing himself to the Hull Kingston Rovers fans, but he'll not be bothered. He makes his decision, he'll stand by them. Pete Neller driving it in. And Halifax forwards now coming stronger, looking strong. Certainly takes some putting down to these two prop forwards. 16.5 stones each. Oh, good long ball from Hagen. I'm surprised at the handling of many of these Australians. They can never have played in these conditions before.
Well, when you come to think, Ray, some of these lads come from Bondi Beach and, you know, the hottest parts of Queensland. They probably see rain every 3 weeks or something, 3 years, something like that. You know, it's really amazing because they're keeping the ball, they're not putting it to ground, and they're playing some really attractive football.
Oh, well taken. Whether he judged that well, Gary Clark, or just turned round, he got it. The fog coming down a little thicker now, gloomier, especially in that Rovers 25-yard area. And they certainly need some crisp sparkling play to lighten them up. But they just can't get going. The tackling is so fierce, and these Halifax forwards moving up so quickly, they just can't get room, can't get play going. And they have to kick like this. And there's the sweeper again. Oh, good play. To Churchione. Well, player coach Chris Anderson has done his homework on this Rovers side. Oh, good ball. Good. Well taken. Halifax still on the attack now. 20 yards now from the line to Hagen. Whitehouse, the number 9, attacks in half-back. Has a tendency to go on his own, but not this time. Oh, good ball! Gary Prone, grateful to pick that ball up. And Rovers again under pressure.
Well, they are. They're being sieged from all sides, Ray, and, you know, it's really good tactical play by Halifax. They're cutting the supplies off to the centre and the wingman. They're keeping Hull Kingston pinned in the middle of the park. They've never been allowed to switch it. And every time they do, there's 3 or 4 blue and white shirts across the park.
Oh, and here's Gary Clark, he's away! He's only got the full-back to beat. Churchione beat him! Oh, no! Well, a magnificent half-tackle there by Churchione. But look at who came across. Hagen again at half-back. But it's Rovers on attack now. And a penalty. Penalty to Rovers. Referee Jerry Kershaw, very, very strict in the tackle. He's making sure that the players get up and play the ball quickly. Herburn to put to touch. First real chance that for Rovers.
Well, this is what the penalty's for. This is what Gary Clark thinks about it. He's sick and tired of standing out on the wing. It's a magnificent break, and it's a magnificent stop, because just look, as he goes down, there's 4, 5 and even 6 Halifax players across there.
Rovers still on the attack. Gavin Miller, 20 yards now from the Halifax line. This is Rovers' chance. Oh, good ball to Gary Prome. He's got the wingman outside him. Oh, he's going to the corner himself. He's a strong lad. And he's in. Oh, yes. And an excellent try there from Gary Prome. His 19th of the season. 8 points to 4 now. And if ever we saw a try there coming through sheer strength from Gary Prome, this was it. It wasn't speed, it wasn't finesse. It was sheer strength that took him over to that try. An excellent try, 19th of the season. And that Rovers crowd now, delighted with that. They know they're back in the game now. But it's a difficult kick to Fairburn. Out on the touchline, just above the 25. Interesting to see there in the left-hand side, Halifax having a players' huddle. Chris Anderson not bothering about the goal kick. He's having a word with his players. So 10 minutes gone then, Hull Kingston Rovers haul themselves back into the game. George Fairburn's first kick of the match. He's had a Good season with the boots so far. 43 goals to his credit. Oh, it's a good one. It's struck well and true, and it's straight through the middle. And well might that crowd roar now with the red and white favours on. We said we wanted some inspiration from skipper George Fairbairn. Well, that's it. 8 points to 6 now for Halifax.
Well, this is really a tremendous game. It's a real Christmas cracker. Hull Kingston are not going to lie down. They've found a chink in the Halifax defence for the first time in the game. Will it lift them? Because a try generally does.
Well, I'm glad that weather forecast was right on it when they said the fog would lift, because it certainly gives us a good match.
Well, it's been a tremendous game, Ray, and I don't think anybody who's on the terraces is certainly getting the money's worth.
Rovers then, new half. Still the old style Halifax tackling. 3 men there on Gavin Miller. Oh, good long kick from Harkin, testing Churchione, but he's up to it. Oh, and a good tackle too. Well, up the Hull Kingston Rovers standoff, Mike Smith followed the ball, covered the ball and gained 50 yards. And he gets another one. Rovers ball to Harkin. Oh, he's got some space. He's got Robinson with him. Good ball to Robinson with Clark. Now it's Clark. He's got the fullback to beat. Oh, he's in the corner. Is he not? He is. Yes. The touch judge nods his head. And what a try from Gary Clark. A try out of the blue. But that was international class rugby. This youngster, this Great Britain wingman, he showed pace, he showed speed, beautiful judgment in beating the men, and then that final determination as he went over the line. And suddenly, from defeat staring them in the face, Gary Clark brings them back in the lead now at 10 points to 8. And might well he be happy. Certainly must be happy, Gary Clark there. That must be as fine a try as he scored all season. It took determination, it took class, but he got there. Difficult kick to George Fairbairn, but if he shows the same form as the previous one, he's a big lad, 13.5 stone, he can put a hefty whack to the ball. He does do. No, not got the accuracy, but nevertheless I think George Fairbairn, he'll be happy with that. 2 tries in 3 minutes, putting Rovers back in the lead there now.
Well, this is absolutely magic, and I don't care what kind of sport. This is one out of the top draw. Gary Clark on to Robinson, Robinson to Clark, and just watch this for finishing. Confidence, ability, and class. Great try.
And a penalty. Well, the fog's coming down more. It's shrouding this Headingley pitch now, but it's certainly not dampening the rugby. Oh, credit to these 26 players. They're putting an exhibition on for us. Fairbairn to put to touch. Safety first kick there from Fairbairn. And I think that's taken a lot of character in that Hull Kingston Rovers side to come back from that 8 points to 0 down and then suddenly swing the game with those 2 tries in 3 minutes. Harkin, 15 minutes gone, 10 points to 8, Rovers lead now. Emma, it's surprising what a try or two does for you. You get a lighter spring in your step. to Watkinson. Mark Broadhurst. Well, this Rovers pack have taken a pounding, they've taken a battering, and all credit to them. They're coming back. Herbert. Oh, nice chip. Oh, well picked up by Anderson. Oh, and even better. He's had a fine game, this number 3. Only appointed as player coach to the Halifax side a month ago. And what a fine effect his coaching's had on the team. And he gets a penalty. Mr. Kershaw's been very, very strict at the play of the balls, Alan.
Well, I think Jerry Kershaw's had a tremendous game, Ray. He stood no nonsense, and it's been a bruising game. There's been some tremendous tackling, and really, you've got to give credit to the man in the middle. I think he's having a great game, but it'll be good to see whether Halifax has got any character, whether they can pick themselves up off the floor. They've been in the driving seat, and they've never been behind, only from the last 3 minutes, but can they come back from this?
To Hagen. Good ball. Good ball to Arnold. But it looks now as if the Rovers tackling machine is in progress. Bella. To Hagen. Langmack. Oops. Well, David Watkinson, that's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Watkinson come up with that ball from a loose one. David Laws, not seen much action from him, this old ex-Cimerians Rugby Union player. Good Halifax ball, Bella. Well, Martin Bella had men outside him. I think he would have been better employed to move it as they are now. Oh, good pass. But it's Kingston Rovers who are covering well now. Their forwards are getting across the field to Nella. But the pressure's on, only 2 points separating these two teams. Ryan, Hagen. Oh, good pass to Langmack. Whoops. Referee Kershaw allowing the advantage. Emma. Halifax, the first winners of the John Player Trophy way back in 1972 when they beat Wakefield Trinity, looking to reappear in the final, and none more so than that number 6 Ron Ryan. He's worked hard. George Fairburn, relieving kick there, and a good kick from Fairburn. Watkinson to Broadhurst. Getting through a lot of work, this Mark Broadhurst, in a very quiet sort of way. To Kelly. But just look at those two props. I think they're doing everything by wrap him up and take him home. Oh, good ball from what? Well, they weren't looking, but he got it out. I still feel that Halifax could come back in this game, Alan.
Well, obviously, Ray, it's anybody's game, this, but I notice now that Old Kingston have just started moving the ball out a little bit wider. They're not being drawn down the middle as much.
Harkin. Oh, an excellent kick. Paul Harkin now, number 7, coming more and more into the game as his pack are beginning to give him a lot more cover. Excellent probing kick. Pushes Halifax back 35 yards. And those are the sort of kicks that, when you're a forward and you've worked your way upfield, you don't like coming back to. And a heel against the head. A good scrum for Watkinson to take. To Miller. 20 minutes gone in this second half. Old Kingston Rovers still with that extra 2 points, 10 points to 8. And all credit to these two teams, no substitutes as yet used. To Harkin. Beginning to do a lot of work now is this Paul Harkin. Ex-Great Britain under 24's player. Broadhurst. Oh, good ball to Frome. This was the man who made it. Oh! He looks a forward, and it is a forward. Andy Kelly, I think he knew that was a forward pass when he went over. Scrum down. To be Halifax ball. Kershaw, not very happy with that. Halifax bring it away. Both these clubs, of course, very, very keen to win this trophy. We had a record entry of clubs, 38 clubs. The highest entry reflects the growth of rugby league in the country. And 2 amateur sides for the first time, Dudley Hill and Masons. And he's lost it again. Well, I think that says something about the whole Kingston tackling now, Alex.
Well, it's nice to see now, Ray, where the loose balls was all going to Halifax in the first half. The second half, Hull Kingston have stepped up a gear. They're taking all the loose balls and they're now becoming more and more into the game.
Yes, I think before this match, the Hull Kingston Rovers three-quarter line had scored 43 tries amongst them, and that's where the danger is. If Rovers get it out to here, this is the danger area. Just inside that Halifax 25, Gavin Miller. Not really been able to get himself loose to show his ball playing skills. Mike Smith. "15 yards now from the Halifax line. Oh, good dummy from Watkinson. Harkin. Touch. Referee Kershaw was playing an advantage. He thought a Halifax man would get it, but he didn't. So it's a scrum down. And that's a bad lost ball for Halifax. This could put Rovers on the attack. Well, Nigel Whitehouse looked to be swinging then, but the penalty goes the other way. Kick to Halifax.
Put that little bit of pressure, Ray, that Hull Kingston are now putting on, begin to tell on Halifax, because they're very rarely coming out of their own 25, and maybe that extra yard in pace that Hull Kingston's got is beginning to tell.
Halifax then now looking to need some inspiration, to have that spirit that they showed in the first half. Bella. And it's Hull Kingston Rovers tackling, which is now clamping Halifax. To Fairburn. Well, I think George Fairburn stood still there. He was hoping to catch the Halifax players offside. Of course, in the rugby league law, you can't encroach more than 5 yards to the receiver of the ball before he runs 5 yards. But he didn't get away with it. Rovers now going through the forward repertoire, just bringing the ball away, clearing the line. I think they've got the policy, Alec, of what we have, we hold.
Yes, 2 points at this stage of the game is very important, and I think you'll find now that Hull Kingston will do nothing silly and just be content to put the ball way down the field.
And there it is. Yes, good kick. Mick O'Byrne for Halifax, barely trying to get a hand to it, but he didn't. .15 minutes left to play. Rovers with a 2-point advantage, 10 points to 8. And a penalty. Yes, speeding again. Fairbairn wiping the ball. He doesn't want any grease on that ball to get himself a good kick, and he does. Pushes play to the 25, over the 25 yard, to the half. Broadhurst coming more and more into the game now, this big New Zealand forward. Had a quiet first half. Oh, good gummy from Miller. To Smith. Still that same relentless defence from Halifax. Harkin chipping through again. Oh, another good kick from Harkin. That's the second one from either touchline we've seen from Harkin. He's picking up this Halifax defence, coming up very, very quickly. Pushes them back again now, another 30 yards.
This is the most important part of the game, Ray, and Paul Harkin realises he's a good professional, and he's pinning Halifax back in their own 25. He knows there's nobody who can go the full length of the field.
What's up? Yes, good signal there from referee Kershaw. Differential penalty again. Think a couple of forward probes to the line, driving it in. Oh, to the blind side. Fairbairn's into the corner. There he's in. Oh, yes. Well, George Fairbairn coming in the line there. And Mike Smith taking the opportunity to come in, collect a simple pass. And I think that has put those Rovers fans in good delight. The virtue there of fullback George Fairbairn, showing what an inspiration he is. He came in on the blind side at the right time, and the easiest thing in the world for Mike Smith to score. No problems. And the kick for George Fairbairn. What a fine game this fullback's had. He's been a credit to rugby league. 10 seasons in the game since he signed from Kelso Rugby Union Club. Hull Kingston Rovers bought him from Wigan for a record £72,000 in 1981, and he's repaid every penny of it. If he kicks this, of course, Halifax would have to score twice, and at this stage in the game, that could be a killer. But it is a difficult kick, particularly in these conditions. Murky, foggy, drizzling. And no. A good attempt, not accurate. And those youngsters travelled over with their favourites, Gary Frome on his back. But I think they'll be more delighted at that score. 14-8 to Hull Kingston Rovers. Halifax to restart, knowing in fact that they've suddenly lost an 8-0 lead and had 14 points against them without reply.
And I think what's more important now, Ray, is that Hull Kingston are having more and more of the ball. They're running stronger, they've got more steam in the legs. They can sense a final place in the offering, and they're not going to let it slip away.
I think one of the biggest differences in the second half, Alec, has been the extra pace on the outside for these tries.
Well, we did say that Hull Kingston did have that extra yard of pace, but this Mark Broad is still out on the floor now. He's having one cracking game.
Fairbairn again. And a touch, yes. Mickelburn not quite judging the bounce of the ball. It came off the greasy surface very, very quick, and the poor unfortunate lad, he got a hand to it. So 10 minutes to go. 14 points to 8 for Hull Kingston Rovers. Paul Harkin to put the ball in. Hull Kingston Rovers fans shouting below, chanting away now their favourite song. Oh, good run. Kelly coming very, very strong down the middle now. Mike Smith. And I think as the game has wore on, we've seen these two halfbacks, Smith and Harkin for Rovers, suddenly begin to gain the ascendancy. Ryan and Hagan faded out somewhat in this last quarter. A drop. Oh. Just to the right, but well worth the attempt, Ollie.
Well, obviously, it was a good thing to do in that position, because they know that they get the ball back if he drops the goal, and it's another point on the board, of course.
What can Halifax do now? They've attacked mainly down the middle through this pack. Very strong, very hard-working pack. I think they need a little bit more now from the backs. To Langman. I think Hulkinson Rose have got the measure of this pack now, right?
Well, yes, they have, Ray, and Halifax, to be honest, are not changing the tactics. They've got to throw it out wide, but Old Kingston now are doing what Halifax did to them. They're cutting the supply off to the wings.
And another penalty. Stealing the ball when the referee had adjudged that the tackle was made. So Churchioli, it's a long kick for him. But he gets it. And Halifax must really move this ball wide. Hulkinson Rovers now, Watkinson 9, 11 Burton. They're picking up these forwards very, very easily now. They've got to change the style. Langmack. That's 3 tackles used up and only a couple of yards gone forward. Whitehouse. Hagan to Ryan. Oh, nice chip over. It's a dangerous one. Oh, but well covered. And nobody else other than that man Harky. Well, he's stolen a lesson from Ryan and Hagan's books in the first half. He's covering like them now.
It's amazing, Ray, when you do get in front. You see little Paul Harkin in the first half, totally shut out, but this half he's took control of the game.
But here's a chance. Chris Anderson picking up that loose ball from Cole. Still going. Oh, good ball. Oh, he's lost it. Well, he must be upset about that, Keith Neller. An opportunity gone there. But he's worked hard, that lad. Hulkinson Rovers now quite content to hold this ball, minutes ticking away. Chris Burton. Rovers will be looking forward to their name in that final. They were runners-up to their near neighbours Hull in 1982. They've never won the trophy. And I know their coach, Roger Milward, would dearly love to have their name on it. Churchill. Very easy taken.
Just having a look at some of these Halifax lads now, Ray. Their heads are beginning to drop down. They're walking back very, very slowly, where early on in the match they were sprinting back. The pace and the pressure just must be telling.
Yes, we did say in the first half that the pace might tell. It looks as if Rovers are going to stay at the better, but you never know. Chris Anderson, this lad's been dangerous all afternoon. And look who's on the floor again. Well, I think he's crawled around this Headingley pitch, David Watkinson.
Well, every time you see in the first half, Halifax are taking all the loose balls. Now, if there's 3 drops, I think Hulkinson would take all 3.
Harkin, 5 minutes to go. Can Halifax pull themselves back in the game? Rovers in possession. Paul Harkin. Oh, attempted kick. No support. Watkinson. Oh, and a good delivery from Watkinson. Oh, he's the way he should have gone. He's got Chris Burton with him to the line. Can he get there? No, good tackle. Malcolm Hager. Mike Smith. Still Rovers' ball. Well, I think the opportunity was lost there. Oh, it's a very, very high up and under. It's hovering, it's a bad one. Yes, and a penalty. Yes, a penalty. Gavin Miller shook his head, but I think Broadhurst knows that interference there when that ball was coming down.
Yes, and it was a good decision as well, Ray, because Jerry Kershaw was dead on the spot, and I think this fella's had a tremendous game. I think he's controlled the game, and he's really bringing everything out of Hull Kingston.
Halifax then, 6-point deficit, 14 points to 8 in Rovers' favour. Final minutes ticking away. We must see something from Halifax now. They can't afford just to push through the pack. I don't think any of these forwards can make the break and go the 80-90 yards. To Anderson. Oh, but a good tackle. Excellent tackle from Miller, number 13. To Ryan. There you go, looking for support. Oh! Well, it was adventurous. Three minutes to go. Langman. I think the Halifax passing looking a little laboured now. They're going sideways across the field. They've lost that spark, they've lost that enthusiasm. There'll be some tired lads in that pack when they're getting that back together. Oh, and a good scrum. Paul Harkin goes away there, oh yes! And I think that second half revival from Paul Harkin, how well he's earned the man of the match for this game. And his partner there, number 6, Mike Smith, these two half-backs, the longer the game's gone on, the more have they dictated. Zuckerman, 8 yards from the line, and he plays it himself. No, 3 yards. 2 minutes to go, and a final try here would surely seal Halifax. Broadhurst. No. 6 tackle coming up. Well, I think it's worth a drop. No, it's a chip over. Oh, well taken. But a drop out beneath the post, tackle behind his own line. I would have gone for a drop there, Alec. It would have been that extra vital point.
But I think, Ray, now Hull Kingston know that there's nobody on this Halifax side can go the full length of the field, and they know as long as they're pinned in this half, they've no chance whatsoever.
Robinson. Not had a lot to do this afternoon, Ian Robinson, but when he has, he's been up to it. Now then, Halifax's last chance to draw level. 1 minute to go. What can Anderson do? Well, he's got away. Still going. He's a strong lad, this Chris Anderson. He doesn't look very big, but he certainly takes them putting down. Now Halifax, seconds ticking away. Oh, good ball to Tony Anderson, but no, well covered. 3 more tackles to go. All credit to them. Moving the ball. Oops. Well, I think that was one of those passes that Jimmy Hill would call passing into space. But it's Rovers in possession. And I feel pretty sure that Hull Kingston Rovers here will just hold this ball, keep the play down here. And there's the hooter. Yes. He throws his arm up in the air. Hull Kingston Rovers qualifying to play the winners of next week's semi-final between Leeds and Hull at Boothbury Park. Those tries in the second half, Gary Frome, Gary Clark and Mike Smith. Significantly, it was the back play. And it was Paul Harkin, the scrum half, who motivated the play in that second half. He put them there, and I'm sure that Hull Kingston Rovers will be there at Boothby Park next Saturday to cast an eye over them.